Well, hello family. Welcome to today's Source First channeled card read for the collective. I've already asked Source to use me as a channel to deliver the messages to the collective who are energetically aligned. And if you're seeing this message, that means that you absolutely are. You need to hear the messages to either help you on your journey of awakening that you already know that you're on, or to help you resonate with the understanding that there is more than we have been taught. Let's see what Spirit, what Source has to say. Very muggy this morning. Incredibly, we need a good storm. One more please, Spirit. Thank you very much. Oh, that's thrown on the floor. Give me a second. Okay. So, first card out, 31, Groundhog Spirit. 3 and 1 is 4 in numerology, which is about your foundations, your stability, your structure, hard work and grounding. Time to let go. I do love how the messages just flow. They continue from one day to the next. It's like a little picture book, like a map, almost a road map of what's occurring in the energy for the collective. Yesterday I spoke about kind of hanging on to places, people, things, environments, situations that we think are best for us. And Spirit was asking us to trust in Spirit and trust the flow. And again, this is reiterating that it's time to let go of everything that no longer serves you. So when we're on this journey, when you're on your ascension journey, your awakening, everything changes about you. Whether you've had Reiki, whether you've become a Reiki person, whether you're starting to do meditation or something spiritual or yoga, or you're just looking into it, your vibration elevates. That's the ascension process. Your soul comes here to elevate, to grow, to ascend. That's what we're here for. And when you begin this journey and your soul is growing, unfortunately, physically you don't resonate with old environments or situations or people or jobs or homes or families in some cases, relationships, you know, environments, anything that was part of your old world prior to your activation or your triggering or your awakening. And as sad as it is, you have to think about you. Remember, my byline is self-care is not selfish. Self-care is not about looking in the mirror and going, oh yeah, I'm absolutely gorgeous. It's about the inner work. It's all about the inner self. I've come right off social media now. My accounts are still there directing people to the website, but I don't go on social media anymore because I cannot stand the fakeness of people showing their, and rightly so, their physical transition from, you know, not having cared for themselves to a better version of themselves physically. That's wonderful and honestly admirable that they've taken themselves in hand. Their physical vessel also needs to be honoured as much as the soul. But what really irks me is that the work isn't being done on the inside. It's an inside job. It's like having a beautiful shiny red apple, and when you bite into it, it's rotten. And it's really super, super important, more so than the physical self, to do the inside work, to find your peace, your calm, to let all the hurts and all the traumas of past experiences, let them go. Understand from a higher perspective that these were all part of your evolution, so that you can move forward with your soul's journey. So it's time to let go of anything that no longer resonates with you. And when the soul is on this growth path, your soul moves quickly first, and then the physical reality catches up. So sometimes we do the work and we'll go through a dark night of the soul, and we're kind of like, okay, where's the reward? You know, like what's the difference? What is going to be different in my life because I've done this work? And when we don't see those changes straight away, it can be a little bit frustrating and almost a little bit like dampening, you know, of the aspect of doing that work, of like there's no kind of physical reward, but it just takes a little bit of time. It doesn't mean that you're being punished by the universe. It doesn't mean there's a delay because you've done something wrong. It's literally just allowing the universe to shift everything around you to catch up with your soul. Okay, time to let go. Number 7. So that is about spiritual awakening. I love that. Inner wisdom, that's your intuition, your higher self, and deep contemplation. So about the inner work. Be spirit, sweet results await. So based on that very lengthy explanation from this card here, time to let go. Once we do that, you know, once we're able to, and I include myself in this, you know, because I'm on this journey with you. It's just that my soul agreed to come here to be one of the first wave. Okay, so it doesn't make me any different to you who are listening. I am part of the collective as you are. Okay, I'm doing the work as well, so I always include myself in these. It's not from a moral perspective of, oh yes, I've done the ascension work and, you know, I am constantly healing. We are always constantly healing. Never ever will we be fully healed. It's a process. We're like onions, I always say, you know, got layers and layers and layers of healing that we need to do. So I am including myself in this. Sweet results await. So, and I am finding myself in this at the moment. So I've recently gone through a huge growth spiritually. For those who know me personally, I've just took a year out from my shop, which was local to me here, and my therapy room. I closed that in April 25. Took a year out, was guided to do writing work, which I never even considered doing. And I wrote 2 online courses, which I made into books. So the first 5 and 6 lessons of each book are in physical books on Amazon, and the courses can be bought as digital downloads on my website, perfecttherapies.online. The first one is kind of the signature process that I do, the sovereign session, about ascension. So when I talk about the ascension process, this is what I teach. And this has come about because of my work as a Reiki practitioner, as a healer, as a guide, as a spiritual activator, an aromatherapist, a card reader, you know, so many aspects. And also from my personal world as well, a difficult journey that I've experienced and been able to release, transmute and heal from has led me to have this higher perspective and understanding, which is all part of my journey. And so recently, after publishing The Soul's Whisper and the Sacred Reiki Guide, Sacred Reiki Attunement Guide, I should say, I then was guided to reopen a premises, which I've done, and that's in Wrightington, on the outskirts of Wigan. And that was nearly to the day, in fact it was to the day, it was the end of April this year that I opened there, and then was guided to start the readings again. Now, I've done all that in a very short space of time, and I'm kind of like, okay, so, you know, what's changed in my 3D reality? You know, and we do these. I mean, to actually, when I stop and think and look back, which is what I urge you guys to do all the time, you know, that's a huge feat to be able to open a business just like that, you know. And it's just something I got on with and did. And I know that the collective, many of you are superhuman, you know, and you can do stuff like that as well. But look, let's just take time to actually honour ourselves, shall we, when we do these things that to some people is like a massive feat, you know, but we just kind of like, yeah, done it, next. But the sweet results are awaiting. Sweet results await, but there is just this time, and that's what that whole explanation was about. That I'm including myself in this waiting process, where our physical reality, the 3D reality, is having to catch up with all the energetic work that we've done on a soul level for our ascension. And so don't be despondent, you know. Spirit's not forgotten you, the universe has not forgotten you. You've not been punished, it's not for naught, you know. Everything is as it's meant to be. Trust the process. Just enjoy this moment, you know. Don't worry too much about what's actually coming. It will all manifest for you. And 50, which is the rhino spirit, so that's a 5, which is about change and freedom. I like to say new beginnings, like mid-cycle. If you think the cycle goes from 1 to 9, mid-cycle beginnings. Change, freedom, adventure, transformation, and adaptability. And so that's exactly what we've just been talking about there. I love when Spirit does that, confirming what I've been speaking about here to you. Overcoming any obstacle, you know. There's nothing that we can't transcend. Nothing collective. We can do anything. We are being guided by Spirit, by the universe, by our higher selves, in our solar plexus connection to our higher self. There's nothing we can't do. Whatever you're being faced with at the moment, walk in the park. You know, you've got to remember, I talk about this all the time, you've got, since man's been on the earth, they reckon between 120 and 135,000 generations of human. Many of those are your ancestors rooting for you, urging you on, sending you signals, sending you messages, your signs and synchronicities. You've just got to follow your nose. Tune in, sit back, turn the tell-you vision off, concentrate on your soul's growth, step away from social media, TV, radio even, you know, anything that's bombarded with adverts that are going to distract you from yourself. You're being guided. You've just got to tune in and listen, okay? You can overcome any obstacle. I love that, Spirit. Thank you so much. Remembering, collective, that this is an energy exchange. My allowing Spirit to channel through me to get the messages to you, to help you and to understand that you're on your right path. And in return, I ask for a thumbs up, subscribe and share. That helps the YouTube machine to see that these messages are being found useful by the people that are watching them, and then it will promote them into other people's YouTube accounts, and they are also part of the collective if they're seen on the algorithms. Okay, so you are helping for the messages, sorry, to reach the people who need to hear them, just by giving me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you for listening right to the end. Sending you many blessings for your day. Namaste.